Bang, bang.
Oh, no. Put the gun down.
That's what we call it.
Your fist came for its own agenda, I'll tell you that much. Make sure you get him on the camera. This is going to be good content. That technically makes me part of the neurodivergent community. Any neurodivergent people here? Okay, awesome. Hell yeah. And it's awesome that we thought there's finally a term for us. Neurodivergent just means our brains are different. I mean, it's really awesome that we get representation now. Like in my government, a lot of neurodivergent people, like President Elon's on the spectrum, you know what I mean? Trump's got something going on with him. I don't know what that is. And then we have RFK Jr. He's got brainworms. He's in charge of our health. That's really cool, man. RFK Jr., he actually says some interesting things. He says things like, we'll look at the fast food industry and watch what we eat. I'm like, that's actually really cool. Why are we hearing it from the guy with brainworms? I'm just wondering, did it take brainworms for society to hear the right thing about health finally? What? Habibi. Neurodivergent. It's all around us, baby. Yeah. Whoa. That was a little fierce, man. You good? All right. Habibi, I'm here. Yeah, where are you from, dude? Where are you from?
My name is Islam. I'm a UK British national. My ethnicity is Bangladesh.
Okay.
Bang, bang.
Bang. All right. Yeah, if you do one more bang, you out, motherfucker. I'll tell you that much, dude. Don't be doing that bang, boy. Don't be doing that bang. No. You don't be doing no bang in public space like that, brother. I don't give a shit. You're the motherfucker that all the racist-ass Brits are like, they're taking over. You better stop that shit, bro. You need to cool it with that shit. Right? All right. No. One more bang, I go bye, okay? You need to chill it with that. I don't know what kind of meth they're serving out here in England, but hook me up with some of it after the show, but not right now, bro. I'm trying to focus. I was doing a joke about RFK. Don't fuck it up, dude. And I was asking my friend why my friend hates RFK Jr., and he was like, well, he's very hard to listen to. He sounds like a didgeridoo. And I was like, that's fucked up, also accurate. It sucks with RFK because if you only knew the basics about the Kennedy family and you watched RFK Jr., you'd be like, oh, he was the one who got shot in the head. You know what I mean? So, right? Bang, motherfucker, right? Come on now. Come on. Bang. Yep. Let me finish the jokes. All right. I grew up in a predominantly South Asian city, Fremont, California. People know us around the world, okay? And I was basically raised by South Asian people. I was like the Jungle Book, but for South Asian people. They raised me like Mowgli. And me and a bunch of my South Asian friends, we're actually doing big things. We're opening up a South Asian restaurant in Fremont, California. And it's, we serve very small portions, okay? But they're all laced with CBD, okay? It's called micro dosa. And Thank you. South Asian people, that was for you, okay? Yeah, so I studied mathematics. That's why I do stand-up comedy now. Does anybody here like math, just so I know? Okay, that's a pretty good portion. So people who like math do come to my shows to see math jokes, but I can't do too many because other people will leave. So I have to cap it at 3 math jokes per show. But if you're nice, I do 3.14. That's a generosity, okay? So I decided I have to do math jokes for my math fans, but I can't do too many. So I decided this year I'm just going to do very high-level math jokes to satisfy that group of people, and then we can move on very quickly. So this year I'm doing only calculus jokes. Only calculus jokes. Any fans of calculus here? Okay. The pool is getting smaller. It's a smaller set within a set, okay? So, if you don't do calculus already, I highly recommend that you integrate it into your life immediately. Okay, you can differentiate between who's laughing and who's not. Okay, going off on a tangent here, but the point is, I love calculus. There's no limit to that, okay? All right. Oh, I found your limit. All right, listen. I almost got stabbed in Glasgow and did better at these jokes, okay? Oh, no, please.
You can't say hecklers, otherwise everything goes.
That's right.
That's what we call it.
Your fist came for its own agenda, I'll tell you that much. I think some of them have a shred of the sentiments that you have, but the vigor, they lack it. Anyways, so that's your leader, by the way. Honestly, honestly, I would kill for all of you to have that energy, but with laughter. You know what I'm saying? Like cross multiply him by all of you. That's the ideal crowd right there. Oh, Habibi, the more you pound that thing, I'm gonna delay it longer. Please, do not. You're making me very uncomfortable, okay? All right, you need to relax, okay? Aggression, it's a Zionist thing. We don't do that, all right? We don't fucking do that. We don't do that, okay? Now, if you followed me last year, you would know that I was talking exclusively about Palestine. I felt it was necessary for the entire year with what was going on in Gaza, and you know, I couldn't even write a math joke last year. I know you're like, oh, we should have came last year. Well, too fucking late. You fucked up. You discovered me too late. Last year, my whole entire set was about Palestine. I could not even hear or see anything other than Palestine or Gaza. You know, you could say that I had tunnel vision. Fine, but you have to understand, okay, that obviously things are very difficult now, and I'm going to be talking about it in just a moment, but you have to understand, as a comedian of doing this for 18 years, Palestine is one of many things that I talk about, and as a Palestinian, I want the right to a normal fucking life too, okay? So you have to understand, it's enough that Israel has occupied actual Palestine. They don't need to be occupying my mind. However, I will be speaking the truth at every event that I do, and I will be speaking about Palestine until Palestine is free. Okay? That's period. All right? Talking about Israel-Palestine and Great Britain is a little tough because I know it's a very divisive issue here. So I'm just letting you know my intention is to solve everything. I see myself as a private detective, and I'm getting really close. Basically, I realized this whole situation, Israel-Palestine, it turns out to be a whole mix-up. Somebody back in the day, I guess, promised the Palestinian land to an entire other group of people. And once I find out which country did that, that joke is sponsored by Lord Balfour. All right. So if you have any leads on that, just let me know. Or if you're from Leeds, let me know. I wrote that joke in 1917. It's more of a declaration, actually. What time is it? Somebody tell me what time it is. 9:45? Okay, listen. Listen, my friend. Is that the only sentence you know? Oh, no. Put the gun down. Put the gun down, dude. Put the gun down. Make sure you get him on the camera. This is going to be good content. Good content. Not good for our cause, though, brother, but good content. Listen, I only have about 2 hours left, but I'll do this. Is there anything that I haven't talked about tonight that you guys would like for me to talk about? Not you. Yeah. What's that? More math? Oh, I can do that. I'll, relax, you. Whoa. We're about to have Brexit Part 2. Jeez. People are about to Brexit this room. So what I'll do is I'll do the math joke last so people don't leave. But I'll get you a nice solid math. I'll get you a nice high-level math. Yeah, you listen. That's good. Look at that. I underestimated you, sir. You're seriously going to be like there's going to be like, you know how people have like the angel and devil on their shoulder? When I'm doing like an important gig, and like one of me is like, follow the rules, do the cat jokes, and then you're on the other shoulder, do the anti-Israeli jokes! You would have been a great Supreme Court judge, because you'd be like, bang, bang, you know? Order in the court. You want a cat joke? Okay. My cat, unfortunately, is homophobic. I found out recently, because we get close. He comes, he sits on my lap, I pet him, it's very intimate. And then when I go in for the kiss, he's like, nah, bro, that's gay. Every single time. Whenever I do kids' parties, I tell cat jokes. Like, how does a cat like his steak cooked? Rare. And he's like, how do you make that joke anti-Israeli? I'm like, because in Gaza, the cats can't eat steak! All right, what else? Yeah, that's me, baby. You already know, baby. You already know. I'm not an Abu though. I'm an uncle. You know what I mean? I'm Amu al Beta. That's a joke for 5 people. Whatever. What else?
Good intentions.
Was that?
Good intentions.
Good intentions. I like that. Just in general, or is that like a movie? Don't tell me there's like a TV series called Good Intentions. Is there? No? Just like Good Intentions? Because I have good intentions. I don't want to hurt anybody. You know what I mean? Like, I was about to reference Aragon's guy. I was like, I think he had good intentions, but he left. I like it. No, and then what would you say up there? Bumble. Oh, Bumble. You want like my profile URL? and then okay, sure. And then what? Yes, please. He's like, yes. Give me. All right, sure, dude. Bumble stories. What's that? A worst date story? Last year I had to break up with a girl because she was seeing someone else, and she started seeing this guy who turned out to be her cousin. That was really cool. But that was very embarrassing because people would be like, why'd you guys break up? I was like, she had to get in touch with her family. What else?
Is there any peace and happiness chance?
And what about happiness? Peace and happiness. Is there a chance of peace and happiness? In the world? Wow. I'm so honored. May I ask where you're from, sir?
I'm from London.
You're from London. Born and raised?
Africa.
Okay, Africa. Sorry, I'm just trying to filter out the immigrants here. That's all, sir. What part of Africa are you from?
Sorry?
What part of Africa are you from?
Tanzania.
Tanzania. Okay. Well, I felt the wisdom on you. I could feel you're like a wise person. So I just want to say it's an honor to feel a wise person who's probably lived a very interesting life to ask me, is there a chance of peace and happiness in the world? Asking a f***ing clown if there's a chance of peace and happiness. What an honor. What an honor. And you know what, sir? I'm glad you asked me because I think there is a chance of peace and happiness. I think there is a chance of peace. I really do. I really do. Sometimes you have to create it yourself. How do you expect peace to break out in the world if you can't create it within your own household? So I create peace in my household by not talking to people. Okay? And I create happiness by doing things I enjoy, like going for long walks by myself. So yes, I absolutely believe I believe there's 100% chance of happiness and peace, and I believe that it's already happening right now inside. If you just create it within yourself, it will spread. Okay, so that's all I'm trying to do is create happiness and peace, and hope that it spreads.
What ways you can do to bring about peace and happiness?
What ways can you do to bring up peace and happiness aside from the ones that I just gave? Okay, listen. In other words, your answer was well, I'll tell you what. Obviously happiness, it's relative for everybody, but like if you be enjoyable to the people around you, they're going to be happy, right? Ways you can create peace is being peace. You just have to emanate peace, And I do that by keeping my mouth shut. When I'm not on stage, obviously, because people get very upset when I do that when I'm on stage. But just be it. Be happy, be peace. And you create happy peace. That's it. Be it. You're doing it right now. You're doing a great job right now. You're killing it. You're killing it. You're very peaceful. You're a very peaceful person. And you're making me happy. He's still looking at me like, what the f*** is your problem? He's like, I used to be a teacher. Any teachers here? Awesome. 3? That's awesome, dude. How does teaching pay here in the UK? Pretty solid? Yeah. Awesome. Cool. I think that's a global thing. Around the world. The people who teach our kids to be better people, don't pay them much. Let's see what happens. Let's see if they really want to teach the kids. Teachers, what do you teach? History. That's got to be tough in Great Britain, huh? Teaching history in Britain, 101. And then we colonized them, and then we colonized them, and then we colonized them. Then they hated us, then they hated us, then they rebelled. We pulled out of there, and let America do the rest. You abolished slavery first, right? Oh, yeah, Britain loves to remind you that. We abolished slavery first. Yeah, you also started it first, motherfucker. Like, where do you start the clock? Royal family? Okay, I could talk about what's the latest with them? What's the latest gossip? Come on, you're not fun. I know one person here is following some doesn't want to admit it. What do I think of Harry and Meghan Markle? Aren't they kind of like breaking away from the family, like distancing themselves from the family, right? Hasn't been their whole thing? But does anybody like them? I just heard half yes and half no, so that's a mix. Well, I don't know enough about them to really make a statement on whether I like them or not, but I probably like them more than the rest of the family. Which one's the molester again? Henry? Andrew, sorry. Andrew's the molester, and then Charles is king. Kind of. What's that? Ooh, colonized. Sorry, guys, you guys are going through it. I was doing shows yesterday and asked, I'm like, what are the problems you have here in the UK? And people are like, the price of pints are very high. You guys have it too good. And what? Eggs too? Yeah, we're going through that too, back home. We have a lot more in common. Well, you're technically our father, so. Do I like who? Hollywood films. Are there any other ones? If I can, there's Bollywood. Oh, he's back. Oh, shit. He's back. Where'd you go, man? Oh, God. Broken record, man. Broken. You want me to get to the point, boss? Well, no. I mean, you're very determined. Yeah. There's not always someone shouting at my shows, actually. The 5 p.m. show is very peaceful. Okay? So that's another answer. If you want more peace, come to my 5 p.m. show. Arab dads. They basically get trampled. They let the whole family walk over them. You know, my dad's Arab. I think he raised me and my sister pretty well. He was always very fun, very funny guy. You know, he would, Wow, dude. Really? You're completing the mission right now? Are you serious, man? Oh, I get it. You're together. What the dude? He's like, we gotta take back our license. Try with a suitcase now! You're good. You're excused, man. Don't worry. We won't look at you. So, dude. Take a bow, sensei. Give me another one. Keir Starmer and Jeffrey Epstein. Probably were on the same island at some point. The Jeffrey Epstein files, that Trump kept saying he was going to release them, the Jeffrey Epstein files. They missed an opportunity. They should have called them the pedophiles. I don't know why they missed that opportunity to do that. Epstein, I didn't know him personally. Allegedly hung himself, but they don't have eyewitnesses, and they didn't give any evidence of it. So he's probably hanging out with Prince Andrew somewhere, to be honest. They're probably like just kicking back. It is Prince Andrew, right? Yeah. Prince Andrew, correct. Cool, just want to make sure I'm doing the right reference. Keir Starmer, on the other hand, sucks. I don't know anything about them, but they're part of the Labour Party, and
Keir Starmer's wife, her whole family are illegal human beings. They have Israeli passports. Keir Starmer's wife is an
Okay.
Keir Starmer's wife
Are we in?
her children to child traffic.
Okay.
The synagogue of Satan.
Oh my God.
Revelation 3:9.
Holy. Whoa. Fuck who, buddy?
Revelation 3:9.
Dude, stop the air gun thing, dude. Seriously, chill the fuck out with that, dude. But thanks for the information on Keir Starmer, because I do find it very interesting.
Tommy Robinson is their dad. Their mama is Keir Starmer.
Okay. You're getting this, right? This is, oh, the camera's. Yes. You'll find me a wife. What am I looking for? Somebody who's peaceful and happy. All right. Thank you guys so much, London. I'll see you next time. Bang bang.
Oh, we need, next time you come to London, we need more anti-Israeli jokes.
Okay, but I need you to stop drinking as a Muslim, brother. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm here for no anti-Israeli jokes. I'm not here for no counselling. Look, I'm here to support the program. You get me?
Okay, 12 step. What's good?